My name is Jack Gray, and today I'm going to be presenting my media intervention called Unlearning Manhood. It's basically designed to challenge toxic masculinity through a YouTube documentary series. My project aims to redefine masculinity in a way that promotes mental health and emotional intelligence and positive social change. This is a pretty important issue because of how many men are affected by it, and I've personally been affected by it, which makes it even more important. For the problem, toxic masculinity has pressured men for a really long time to suppress emotions, show dominance, and avoid seeking help. The research shows that men have higher rates of suicide and depression, yet are significantly less likely than women to seek mental health support. This isn't just a personal problem, this problem affects relationships, workplace dynamics, and the overall well being. To put this into perspective, men die from suicide nearly 4 times more often than women, and most men avoid therapy or even talking about their problems because of the stigma from toxic masculinity about being weak or not being able to take care of your own problems. Next, we have the target audience. My intervention targets men aged from 20 to 50, mainly those in traditionally masculine environments like sports, the military, and blue collar jobs. Many of these men have absorbed harmful beliefs about emotional expression and masculinity. Older men in this group also have the power to influence younger generations, which is why I chose the 20 to 50-year-olds. So for my media intervention, basically the core of my intervention is a YouTube documentary series called Unlearning Manhood, and the series will focus on or will feature real men sharing their personal expectations with toxic masculinity and how it affects their lives and how they've redefined masculinity in healthier ways. It'll also include expert perspectives on gender norms and mental health. I'm thinking each episode will have a different theme like fatherhood, mental health, vulnerability, and healthy relationships. We'll also have interviews with psychologists and researchers to further break down toxic masculinity. For my theoretical foundation, my intervention was guided by the narrative persuasion theory. Research shows that more people are more likely to change attitudes and behaviors when they're emotionally engaged in the story. So instead of simply presenting facts, Unlearning Manhood will use personal narratives to make the content relatable and impactful. And for my platform and engagement strategy, YouTube is going to be my ideal platform for this intervention because of its reach and popularity for self improvement content. And the algorithm will help expose the series to a wider audience. We'll also encourage engagement through community polls, Q&A sessions, and live discussions, which is going to make the series a lot more interactive and discussion driven. I want to also collaborate with other influencers in the mental health and masculinity world to help spread the message more. With influencers that already have a following, those are going to be like my ideal people to do collaborations with because it'll help get the message out more and bring more people to my message. My key messages, basically the main message of this intervention is that masculinity is not about dominance or emotional suppression. Instead, it should be about authenticity and emotional intelligence and supporting others. And by redefining masculinity, we can create a healthier and more open society. And I feel like we can actually see a good shift in trying to get rid of toxic masculinity. I've seen more and more people speaking out about toxic masculinity and how bad it is, which is good. And in general, I've seen a big push to break the stigma around men's health, which also ties into toxic masculinity. So, for my call to action and conclusion, overall, toxic masculinity is a really deeply rooted issue with significant consequences. Unlearning manhood is challenging these outdated norms and encouraging emotional openness through storytelling. And I invite you all to watch and share and participate in the movement. Let's get the conversation about redefining masculinity for the better. And here are all of my references, and thank you guys for watching.